Okay, so for this fourth Beowulf assignment, we're actually going to face the battle. And it is time for our hero, Beowulf, that you explored in the last assignment, to come face to face with the monster Grendel. Remember, you skipped the last section, the challenge section, and now you're going to be actually working with the battle with Grendel. It starts on page 16 of your attachment that I've given you. But now we're going to see how Beowulf fares with his plan. Let's start it together just to make sure we're on the right track. Out from the marsh, from the foot of misty hills and bogs. Just stop for a moment. Think about the picture that this paints. So we're not just getting storyline here. This is very descriptive. It's very detailed. Make sure that you're kind of soaking in those details because it really helps to paint the scene. So out from the marsh, from the foot of misty hills and bogs, bearing God's hatred, Grendel came, hoping to kill anyone he could trap on this trip to High Heorot. He moved quickly through the cloudy night, up from his swampland, sliding silently toward that gold-shining hall. Think about the picture this paints for you. Right? You can picture the monster coming up, entering this beautiful hall where people have been celebrating. He had visited Hrothgar's home before, knew the way. Okay, so he's come here and killed before. This is not a new location for him. But never, before nor after that night, found Heorot defended so firmly, his reception so harsh. He journeyed, forever joyless, straight to the door, then snapped it open, tore its iron fasteners with a touch, and rushed angrily over the threshold. Okay? Take time as you read this to let it unfold in front of you. Put aside that it seems kind of awkward, that the phrasing and some of the language, but really just pull the details out of it and imagine how terrifying, how horrifying it would be. You have this monster who almost has human tendencies. I mean, listen to the way he's described. The fact that he's journeying. Okay, we associate journeying with people. Joyless. That description. Again, very much of a human description. He goes, he snaps the door open, he tears its fasteners with a touch. So we get this strength, rushed angrily over the threshold. Again, the idea of rushing angrily, striding quickly, these all give the monster a very humanistic quality. So think about that. I mean, obviously the monster's not a human. We know he's a monster. He's a dragon of some sort. He's a beast. But think about the way he's portrayed and the human qualities that are given to him. And then keep that in mind throughout the battle and by the time you reach the end of the battle. What I'd like you to do for this assignment is I want you to summarize what happens in the battle. Is Beowulf successful? Was his plan a complete success? Did his plan fail in any way? Take some time, go through it, give me a good summary. I'll make sure I have the specific questions in the assignment directions. But as I said in previous videos, if you're really struggling, you have questions, this is not making sense to you, make sure that you're in contact with me.